Hello and welcome to Gridiron Football's Coach's Corner with head coach Byron of the Belaire Bengals. Coach, how are you doing today?
I'm feeling pretty good, Braden.
Good. Coming off another big win, 4-1 on the year. What do you have to say about this team so far this season?
They're very resilient. We still can't truly say who we are as a team. I'm still questioning what team is going to come out of the locker room. We play down to the level of competition at times. We don't finish games. And until we do, me and the rest of the coaches won't be satisfied. I am happy about what we've been able to accomplish, but, that's supposed to happen when you put in the work that we've put in. So, I'm satisfied, but my expectations are much higher.
Well, there was a big homecoming win this week against Broadmoor, but expectations are still high for you, apparently. Not satisfied with that at all.
Not at all. We came into this season with a goal to win the district championship. Now that we're in district, we're 2-0 in district. We have another district game. The rest of our season involves district opponents. So 1 week at a time, we need to get better each week. No matter if we have a tough game and we win, if we have a game where we win by a lot of points. Each week I'm preaching we must get better. That's how you have continuity, and that's how you are able to sustain, the momentum that you have. So I just want us to continue to get better and not game by game, practice by practice. The intangible things are very important when you have injuries, when you have players that may not be able to play, when we adjust our roster, when we adjust our scheme. It's so many small details that have to be focused on for us to continue to have success. And, this Friday we're going up against probably the best running back in the state of Louisiana. So knowing what's at stake, they're in the way of district. He's the best player in the state, one of the best running backs, I think number 3 in the country, in the United States. So when you're going up against that type of challenge, you have to be locked in, you have to be focused, and you have to take care of the small details.
And it's going to be a running battle. I mean, the Nicholas Jeter and Mekhi Palmer have been all over the place. Why don't you give us a little bit about what they've meant to this team this year and how they've been able to step up?
Well, first, Mekhi Palmer, he's an athlete. So he can play anywhere on the field, from receiver, outside, or at slot. He can play running back. He can even play quarterback. What I've been most appreciative of is he's made it a point to step up. And, he hasn't just told me, Coach, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. He's shown it. Anybody can say what they're going to do, but, Clackaman, he had 2 big touchdowns, and they came at crucial times. And he also had big first downs. He's even got on the defensive side of the ball and gave us a speed rush. Also, just focusing on run support. So when you have kids that are selfless and put the team's goals before their individual goals, that's something to be very thankful for. As far as the Nicholas Jeter, he's our best player. I do know that this kid deserves an opportunity to play college football. He's very focused and determined to do so, but he's another one that wherever you need me, Coach, I'm going to play. Of course, would he like to line up at running back and, get 20, 30 carries and rush for 200 yards? He'd love to do that. But the Nicholas Jeter doesn't come off the field. He's on the punt team. He's on kickoff team. He's our kick returner. He's our punt returner. He's our stand-in quarterback because we have a 2-quarterback system, and he goes to running back. So what more can you ask of from a guy that's 5'7", 5'8", 160, 170 pounds? I love that young man. Our team would be much different without him, and I put the challenge on him that he has to put this team on his back, and he's up for it. And that's what excites me about this group of kids. I really love that.
Yes, next week look out for my interview with Nicholas Jeter that's coming up. But speaking of kids I just interviewed, I just talked to Noah James 2 days ago, got that article up this morning. You got something to say about Noah James's performances over the last couple weeks?
Well, Noah James, I've said before, he's the most tenacious kid on our team. He's not the biggest. He is the fastest. He's probably the fastest on the team. But he's the toughest. He's the most aggressive. And like I said, the way I describe Noah James, you don't have to look for him. He wants to be in the game. He's the one that wants to make the play with the game on the line. And when you have those type of kids, it just makes things a little bit easier for you. The sport of football is very stressful. It's a lot of anxiety. It's a lot of compromise. It's a lot of collaboration. Because everybody wants to win. Noah James is a collegiate defensive back. He loves to play offense. I tell him all the time, if he would give the type of effort on the defensive side of the ball, of when I call a play and he knows that he's getting the ball, then he'd be probably the best in the state. He told me last week, he said, Coach, I need to play better at defensive back. He understands that to make us more successful, we need better pass support. We haven't really played teams that have been effective in throwing the ball, but when they've tried to throw it, we've missed some assignments. We've let some people get behind us. And what I love about Noah is he understands that. So without me having to fuss, without me having to tell him, he's identified some flaws in his game, and he's working hard to correct them.
Yeah, you can tell he's a smart kid. So how is the team going to prepare against Istrouma this week?
Well, when we came to practice Monday, there was no school. What I saw from the team is they were ready to play when they showed up at practice. At this point, we're ready to win this game. It's all or nothing. We know that our season is dependent on Istrouma. In the past, Istrouma has beat Belaire by a lot of points. And it really hasn't been close in the past. Well, each week we're looking to check another box on our checklist. We know what we're up against. We have a great game plan. We're very relentless. And it's going to be about who has the most heart. I look my kids in my eyes and I'm telling them straight up. Kids in the 70805 area are pretty much the toughest. You're not going to find tougher kids than the pedigree of those kids in 70805. Our kids understand that, so we have everything to prove. That's our approach to this game, and I believe and I hope we will come out victorious.
Yes, well, of course, go out to Istrouma High School this week for the game against Istrouma at 7 p.m. on Friday. Coach, anything else for our viewers?
Thanks for the support. It's not about me. It's about these kids. It's about this program. Belaire High School is one of the best high schools in Baton Rouge. We're very diverse. We have a magnet program. We have a great principal, and we have a great staff. So please keep supporting Belaire in any way that you can, and reach out to us and let us know if there's anything we can do to assist or help or strengthen what I would like to say our face card. Belaire High School is a premier school in Baton Rouge, and thanks for your support.
Yes, thank you so much, Coach, for joining me, and thank you all for listening. Great time today.
Thank you.